on. All right. All right, getting everything all straightened out here. All right, what you guys up to tonight? How is it going? How's it hanging, everybody? Hopefully everybody's having a good one. A good one? I don't know. Down under. Clean off this a little bit. All right. Waiting for everybody to show up. So how's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully having a good one. Technically it's not gummy fried chicken, but I did find gummy fried chicken. That's not what I have on the menu tonight. I actually have regular fried chicken. I thought I'd just throw you guys for a loop. These are the hot wings from KFC the other day. All right, so what are you guys up to? Hey, Claus. So yes, I'm not gummy fried chicken, regular. This is the hot wings, and I got some hot sauce to go with the hot wings. Might try this a little bit later. Gummy fried chicken. Yeah, see, you got all the gummy. You got the gummy fried chicken, spicy sauce, sweet sauce. Mac and cheese, French fries, a biscuit, all in gummy flavors. So I don't know, that's just kind of a tie-in. So yeah, I don't know. I'm telling you, I find some wild stuff, I'm telling. Wacky and wild. And yes, I just got my regular, I got some hot wings from the KFC. These are just the plain ones. They're not any coating. I'm gonna just go with the hot sauce. That's what I like my wings. I don't like them with other things on them, like the dipping sauces and all that other stuff. Just a little bit of hot sauce. You could do like Frank's or Tabasco, I guess. That's kind of what this is. Yeah, hot sauce like Tabasco. Well, that's good. I don't know. They have all the different dipping sauce too, though. Sticky chicky, ranch. They have buffalo, comeback sauce. This is actually really good, though. I used to get these all the time. You get like a bucket or a big border of them. Get yourself some wings. So that's actually pretty good. Get yourself a little bit of a right, so a little bit hot sauce, not too terribly hot, but that's got some kick to it. I'll have to cool it down. Still not sure how I feel about that one, but yeah, I had a lot of weird stuff lately. So if you guys have been following around, watching the videos, I did the one today was the Five Nights at Freddy Popeyes meal, and then also I did the poblano rolled quesadilla at Taco Bell. I missed it too. I did not even. They didn't have it in my area. It was apparently it was only one day, and I looked. I looked like we have like four KFCs around the area. None of them had it, so I was not able to get the Baja Blast pie. I don't know. It was super limited, and I heard like they were only like 12 per store, and not every store had them. And we didn't have any, so sadly, not able to get it. But yeah, didn't stop. Didn't stop. And I know they've got some other new stuff, but we haven't got it here yet. I know that they did the Plebano, but they've also got a fan menu. But my particular Taco Bell doesn't have it yet. Probably come out in the next couple days, but. Yes, the McRib is actually, see, that's what's stupid. Okay, they have McRib. My McDonald's has McRib. I actually got some the other day, but they don't have the holiday pie, which is dumb because everybody else has the holiday pie, but they don't get the holiday pie in my area. I don't understand that. And it was for many years we didn't get the McRib. It wasn't in this region. And then they finally started putting it out nationwide. So I don't understand why we get the McRib, but we don't get the holiday pie, and everybody else gets the holiday pie. And I don't know. I'm not into their distribution. So anyway, I don't know what you guys, if you've heard anything or know anything. But yeah, they're also going to have, if you've heard, coming out, I think it's on December 2nd, they're going to have the Grinch menu. So I just, they just announced that one. They're going to have Grinch salt shaker fries, and I think a Grinch themed I think it's like a Big Mac or something. It's going to be Grinch thing. Apparently there's socks with it as well, but that's not out till like I think it's December 2nd. That's what I heard, that they were going to yeah, it's going to come with the Grinch salt, and it's like in a green package. I think it's going to be like a lime, maybe like either a chili lime or maybe just like a salt and lime. And it's going to be, the Grinch Stole Christmas. I think they're going to have the Grinch theme. They should actually do that Shamrock Shake or something. They did the green, they could do the green shake for Christmas. I don't know. But that's what I've heard. They just announced it on today. Yeah, everybody else has got shaker fries. Japan's got them all over the place. I've seen them all the time. So, oh, okay, maybe it's pickled seasoning. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I think it was pickled lime, pickly seasoning. So, be interesting to see what they come out with. And like I said, I think it's gonna be out in about a week or two. So a lot of weird stuff that I have found. Let's see. Hey Joseph, doing good? Yeah. Like I said, I'm not having gummy chicken, but I'm having regular KFC chicken. But I did find I found way weird stuff, I'm telling you. I found this one. And I was surprised. This is gummy chicken. And it's got all the fried sauce and the fries and the mac and cheese and all that. I found this one, a place called Candy Funhouse. I got all kinds of fun stuff from Candy Funhouse, I'm telling you. And I was surprised. I ordered it like 2 days ago, and it showed it's apparently wasn't going to get here till like Monday or Tuesday, and all of a sudden it showed up today. So I got all kinds of wacky and wild. But that's just one of them. All right. All right. I got a whole big giant box of stuff. And I did find this other one. Okay. Didn't know this one. This is something different. Target exclusive. I don't know if you've seen this or heard of this. Target exclusive hot honey mac and cheese. I'm telling you, that guy's everywhere. Mike is got his finger in everything. No, I haven't heard the new one. Yeah, and you may be seeing something with the apple pie mac and cheese very soon. That's all I'm gonna say. I know someone was asking about when is the next what's for dinner video. Stay tuned. I tell you. All right. So, what else did I find? I found this. I don't know. Like I said, this was at this one. Is a Sour Patch Coal. This is a black raspberry inspired. Like I said, I got that from this Candy Funhouse. And Mike and Ike Christmas Merry Mix. Well, hey, did you guys watch my Oreos? Who came up with that idea of the Thanksgiving inspired Oreos? That was stupid. And I tried it. And believe me, the turkey and stuffing was awful. That turkey and stuffing was completely disgusting. All right, and then what else did I find? These are all Christmas stuff, okay. Haribo Sweet Sour Reindeer. Ho, ho, ho. Telling you, man. And I got Trolley Sour Bright Abominable Snowmen. And I found a jackpot. And then they got this one. I haven't tried these. Are Doritos spicy gummies. I've tried the sour and I've tried the regular ones. Yeah, I had a banana pudding. I had the regular banana cream pies, but apparently I've been seeing the. Okay, so spicy gummies. What else? Speaking of spicy gummies, we do have another spicy gummies. Frank's Red Hot Spicy Gummies. I'm telling you, man, Frank and Mike, they got everywhere. So yes, I got that. And what else did I get? Oh yes, fun stuff. I'm telling you, man. And these are peppermint Andes mints classics. Another Mike and Ike. This one I think is for Valentine. Maybe, I don't know. Flavor Crush. Mike and Ike's. Have not seen these before, but these are junior caramels. They're not junior mints, they're junior caramels. It's a little bit different. Wow. Telling you, man. All right. I don't know about this one. This is called Atomic Fizz Warheads. Candy in a can, I guess. This is gonna be, I don't know if it's, I think it's a, yeah, the naked chips. All right, so what else? All right, you're coming out with cream savers. This is the chocolate and caramel. They had the strawberry, and then they had the orange cream. What else? Oh man, I'm telling you, man. Oh, I found all kinds of fun stuff. I'm telling you, man. I had a big old box. All right, so Sneaky Stardust bubble jug. This was not supposed to be blue, but it was supposed to be strawberry, but I'll go with the blue. And I got this one, Big League Chew Curveball Cotton Candy. Another fun flavor. I'm telling you, man, I was like having all kinds of, I was like a kid in a candy store. And that's exactly what it was. He's playing on the bag. As he's messing with a bag. All right. I have, this one is Hubba Bubba Tape with Cola. All right, what else? Sorry, guys. Trying to get to this. Trying to get to the. Lost something. All right. Oh, there we go. All right. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get all this organized here. Finally found some weird stuff from this one place. I have been looking for some strange items. All right. Finally found this one. For holidays, okay, we got Tic Tac Naughty and Nice. So it's Tic Tac's Candy Cane, and this one is what is it? Licorice, lumps of coal, cherry. Tic Tacs Naughty or Nice, depending on what you are. And I was finally able to find this. I've been looking for this one forever. Butterfinger Marshmallow. Looking for that one. All right. What else? What else did I find? Trying to get all that stuff together here. All right. So yes, I got these ones are, yeah, I don't know what, weird. These are roll-on gel. Yes. Watermelon. Yes, I did. Actually, I tried it. I tried it before we even got it, a couple months back. Because I got it when it was a UK import, before we even got it in there in the States. All right, so those ones are there. A few more things. All right. And, all right. I thought I was not going to be able to get this because apparently this one was only in certain area, East Coast, and I never saw it anywhere. I was able to get it through here. You guys have heard of Werner's? Werner's cream soda, Werner's ginger ale. Apparently, I was able to get a hold of it. This one is called Werner's Boston Cooler, creamy vanilla and ginger soda, and it was exclusive to one area. I was able to get this one. Boston Cooler from Verner's. Super limited edition. Like I said, it was only in a certain area. So, all right, what else? What else did I find? Then this one, I thought, I saw this one. This is weird. This is from somewhere, I think it's England or somewhere. I got it because it reminded me of Star Trek for whatever reason. I don't know. This is called Lucozade. Sounds like Locutus of Board made a orange soda. Lucozade. So he assimilated the orange soda. I don't know. Energy drink. That's a weird one. All right. More. I got some more. I got some more. Two other ones. So this one was weird. Okay. And I don't know what to think. I'm going to see how this one actually works. This, I found it. I've never heard of this. I've never seen it. I don't know anything about it. I just know it is going to be cool. This is called the Potions Cauldron. And I got two of them. One's called Basilisk Blood, and one is called Spellbound Butterscotch Beer. And the thing is, okay, look. I don't know if you can see it. Is that cool or what? See, you got the glitter going. So yes, it's kind of. They got these potions on there. This one was weird, I'm telling you, man. It got like glitter, I guess, at the bottom. And it says, yeah, mix it, spin for magic. So you can get your potions going. So like I said, I got a whole lot of stuff to try from there. Lots of different candies, lots of different drinks, all fun stuff. It's gonna keep me busy for quite a while. So check those out when I can. So how you guys been doing? Hopefully everybody's been doing good. They're having, hopefully you're having a good week, I guess. Like I said, been busy the last couple days checking out all the different online stuff. What else? I actually had to do some food testing. Hey Larry, it's okay. No biggie. No big whoop. No pizza tonight. I'm having fried chicken. A little KFC action going. And I had the gummy. I haven't tried the gummy yet. But yeah, so. Yes, KFC hot wings. Just a plain hot wings with the hot sauce. No pizza tonight. And I don't know if you saw my picture on Instagram. When I was in the drive-thru, I was coming out of KFC. There was a wild turkey walking around in the parking lot. I almost had KFT. KF turkey. There was a wild turkey running wild in the parking lot. I almost hit him. Because he was just standing in the road in the parking lot. I'm like, okay, you want to be there? Go for it. I have not. Apparently, I'm not able to order it. I don't know about. Actually, when I went there yesterday, and I tried the Five Nights at Freddy, I was going to go through the drive-through, and apparently their drive-through is closed because they had it all barriered off, and then it looked like they were painting the outside. I don't know, working on the landscape. So I had to actually go inside and pick up my order. I didn't know that when I ordered ahead, and then I was going to go through the drive-through and just pick it up. And it's like, drive-through is closed. You have to go inside. So, but they have not able to order the turkey online through my thing. I don't know. Maybe I could go talk to them. But I have heard that Subway has a new Thanksgiving-inspired sandwich, a turhamkin, turkey, ham, and chicken sandwich. If you're feeling adventuresome and you want to go to Subway, it's not a turducken, it's a turhamkin. So, yeah, you can go wild. Subway's not the best. I don't know. Not the best right now. But it is what it is. Well, yeah, I did try the Five Nights at Freddy. Apparently, a lot of people did not like that one. I saw a couple people that were saying they didn't care for it. It was awful. They didn't taste very good. It's kind of hit and miss with my Popeyes as well. I've had some where they've been okay. I've had some when they've been nasty. So I don't know. But like I said, yeah, it can, I guess. Depends on what you have. If you just have the veggies, I don't think that's that bad. It could be the sauce. It could be the different meats. I don't know. But I have not been to Subway for a little while. That's really not my destination of choice. I still got there's a whole lot of different places that I'd rather go. And tonight, let's see, I've got my Brondo, sponsored by Brondo. What plants crave. It's got electrolytes. The thirst mutilator. So if you know what that's from, you too can get some Brondo. It'll help your plants grow. I guess you can go down to Carl's Jr.'s and get yourself a big ass fries and a big ass drink. Or you could spend all day in Costco. Anyways, that was fun stuff. I'm telling you, man, they got some cool stuff. Yeah, they do have they've got some new items at KFC. Perhaps that will come up later in the week. So they do have KFC, and mine's a KFC A&W, so which is kind of good. They had a couple new things at A&W as well. So we'll check some of those out. And I still got a bunch of other stuff, and like I said, I got this whole big box of stuff from there that I've got to try. Interesting to try some of those candies, weird snacks, weird flavors. I tried those Oreos, man. The sweet ones were all right. The cranberry, pumpkin pie, sweet potato, caramel apple were okay. Turkey and stuffing and cream corn, no. No, 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 no. But if you're brave, you can try a turkey and stuffing coated Oreo. And I saw a few people that said the same thing. They hated the turkey. That just doesn't sound right. Turkey and stuffing Oreo, not a good combo. Like I said, I don't know who thinks up these ideas, why they come up with these strange ideas for combos. And I think some of them, yeah, they are shock factor. Well, Wiener Schnitzel, we don't really have hot dog places. Wiener Schnitzel's basically the only one. And I think I saw a thing about 10, was it chili dogs for $10? I think for the next couple days through the weekend. Yeah, that's my Wiener Schnitzel. We don't really have a hot dog place. There's a couple places that have hot dogs, but they don't really have anything. We used to have a place that was hot dogs, but that turned into I think it turned into a Thai place. But Costco, maybe. But they don't really have chili dogs. They just have the plain hot dogs. But yeah, basically you can make your own if you really want to. Just get yourself a can of chili, get yourself some hot dogs, and go from there. But yeah, the only one that I really can think of that has real chili dogs is Wiener Schnitzel. We actually have two locations, so every once in a while I'll go there. Chili cheese fries. Hey, how's it going? So, and tonight's drink of choice, I'm actually having two. All right, this one's weird. Apparently it's a new flavor, a new drop from C4. They're blowing it up again. I'm telling you, man. Been having a lot of C4 because I did the Fruit Loop one the other day. But this is a new one called Sour Blue Razilla. And this is, yeah, we got Godzilla. He's like, this is a cool can. But Godzilla's spewing fire. This is a brand new drop from C4. Yeah, actually it is. Blue Raz, super sour blue Razilla. And then also I tried this one too, just to go with the theme. This one's called Electric Sour Apple. They were having a sale at the C4 website. So I got this one as well. These are both. This is super sour. This one tastes like Jolly Rancher. The sour green apple. That's this one kind of tastes like. So yeah, a lot of different stuff. And I know you guys were in here the other night, and I was telling you about some of the other items that I found. Lots of different drinks, lots of different stuff. And I still got a lot of stuff to try. I don't know, man. This was the one. I don't know. I saw this. I thought it was going to be cool, but not quite what I thought it was going to be. Some people were saying something like, well, they have a Big Dawn energy drink I've seen. But I don't know anything. I think this has nothing to do with the political. I don't know why they chose this name, but I actually found this one. This is called Trump Drive Energy. Trump Drive. And like I said, it has nothing to do with political ties or whatever. I don't know why they chose that. But yeah, this is one of their flavors that they have, Trump Drive. Greatest energy drink ever. Maybe. I don't know. I will try it. Trump Drive. Maybe that sounds like he's on the golf course. I don't know. How far can you hit the ball? Use the Trump driver. But we'll find that one out. Yeah, I've not been to Costco in many years. I don't have a membership, so it doesn't pay just for one person to go there. And I don't have like a big freezer or a big storage area, so I don't go to Costco. But I've heard I heard they have it. Still a good deal. I think they still are having the $1.50 hot dog and drink that you can get, and I think some of the other stuff are still fairly cheap. I don't know, but yeah, Costco, not a bad place. But like I said, 60, what is it, like 60, $70 a year membership now? So yeah, I don't go there enough, and I don't do a Costco run, and I don't eat all the big tub of ketchup or anything like that. So I don't really go there. Used to go there when they had all the free samples, and you can just go try all the different stuff, but they don't hardly do that anymore. And we used to have the samples, and you go up and down the aisles, and you can eat for the day because they'd be giving away drinks and snacks and chips and samples of stuff. And now I don't even think they hardly do that anymore. Most of the stores don't even give away samples ever since they shut everything down and wouldn't let you do anything anymore. So yeah, anyway, I've been doing stuff online, looking online for stuff, find a lot of good stuff, and I still got a couple of strange things coming in the mail. And I just have to, I still have to work on the videos. I have to get a lot of them done. And this week was interesting because, like I said, I had what was it? Wednesday and Thursday were both food testing days, so I had to do some food testing, and it actually worked out pretty good because the one I did, it was a real quick one. It was a one sample thing, and I was in and out of there in a few minutes. And then the other one that I was supposed to do testing of something to evaluate stuff. When I got there, they made me wait, and something happened where they over recruited, and they had too many people. And what they did was they just told me, "Here, go online, take this survey, and you get full compensation, and then you can go." I didn't have to do any evaluation. I just had to take a real quick survey, and that was it. I got paid like I had done the survey. So that was cool. Oh, well, happy birthday in advance, Larry. Mine was last week, so yeah, I had my birthday last week. So yeah, I hear about that, but Like I said, my birthday was very quiet. I didn't really do anything. I had my birthday dinner it was last Friday, so yeah, nothing fancy, nothing super intense, but still looking online for some stuff. Hopefully trying a couple of things out. Finding a few things as well. So, and like I said, when I went the other day, Popeyes was an interesting experience. I'm telling you. And then where else? I think yeah, I did go to KFC. Saw that wild turkey. That was weird. Never saw a wild turkey roaming around. So close to KFC. And like I said, one quote, it's not cool being no jive turkey so close to Thanksgiving. Okay, see ya. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. I tried to go a little bit early tonight. I know East Coast is on a whole like 3-4 hours ahead, so. Ooh. Got some stuff going on around here. Hearing a sirens. So let's see what else. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of different releases, like I said. Coming up in the next couple of days. Also heard, yeah, Burger King was gonna have their SpongeBob SquarePants collab coming up in a couple weeks. Oh, cool. Well, yeah, unfortunately, not till the second when they're having the Grinch themed meal with the shaker fries and apparently socks. I don't know, does it come with socks or if they have socks for merchandise? I don't know. But I did see that the Grinch salt shaker fries and I think like Grinch themed items. It's going to be at McDonald's, and then Burger King's going to go with the SpongeBob SquarePants deal. So I guess that's going to be their deal. I haven't heard, and like I said, Subway's got their Tur Hamkin or whatever. So I guess everybody's doing a little bit of different stuff. And Jack in the Box finally did their monster meal, and then they did their Gremlins midnight thing. So they still have that. That was actually a pretty good deal. I like their tacos. I like the shake was kind of cool. All that other stuff. So yeah, I was able to cash in on that one. What else? Yeah, McRib is back, and I know they said they're supposed to have holiday pies, but we don't get the holiday pies. I don't know why. Not in the right area. I don't know. I've been looking online, and nobody has it. They have strawberry and cream, but they don't have a holiday pie. I tried it a couple years back when they actually got it, but I don't know. They're not offering it in my area. Same with the Baja Blast pie. I was not able to get a hold of that one because apparently my area did not get it. I heard, like I said, it was super limited, only like a couple pies per store, and then there's something about they sold out within hours. So I'm not too worried about it. One of the things that I missed out on was able to try the Oreos, but don't think I want to try those again. Interesting experience for it might be somewhere else, but I don't think we don't even have that. And I don't even think they have the play areas anymore. I think they pretty much did away with all the playground areas that they used to have. Kids would crawl around in the ball pit and the tubes. I think they pretty much got rid of those. Remember, they used to have the parents would sit out there and send their kids into little hamster tubes, and then they'd crawl around. But I think they, when they pretty much shut everything down, they took away the play area. So, hey Brent, how's it going? What up? What up, bro? What it be? So you, well, no, it's Brondo. I got Brondo. Got my Brondo going. The Thirst Mutilator. It's what plants crave. It's got electrolytes. But yeah, I'm having a little bit of KFC tonight. Going with some hot wings. And I did find, like I said, I did find my gummy chicken, fried chicken. So kind of a little play on words. Cool. Sounds cool. I have a question for you guys. I know maybe some of the people know who this is. I have no idea. Apparently there's a show called oh boy, Vanderpump Rules, and I think there was one called The Valley, and they got a star in there. Her name is Brittany Cartwright. I don't know. Have you heard of her or anything about her? I didn't know anything about it either. Oh yeah, I remember this. Salute Your Shorts. But yeah, apparently she's an actress. I don't know anything about it. I guess that's the newest topic. And if anything, apparently she just dropped an energy drink, and I sent away for that one. I'm gonna try it. She's got Lucky Energy is doing a collab with her called an energy drink's called Rot in Hell. Hail. Rot in Hail. So Lucky Energy Rot in Hail flavor in collab with Brittany Cartwright. That's a new thing. Like I said, they come up with these celebrities and collabs and meals named after celebrities. I don't know anything about them. I try them. McDonald's is always dropping these people I've never heard of, singing stars, yeah, basketball stars, whatever. I don't know them. I just try them. That's the newest one that I got the thing that just said they're coming out with a new energy drink from Lucky Energy. So I'll check that one out. You never know. I mean, they got some weird collabs, and some people just slap a name on it. It has nothing to do with anything. I don't know. Yep. That's it. I went ahead and ordered some. It just dropped. They're always coming out. They did the butterbean that got sold out. That was okay. What else? Then they had the cherry pop, and then they had watermelon candy. That's the newest one. Brought in hail. I didn't know anything. I had to look it up too. I don't know who she is. I'm out of the loop. I don't know the young, up and coming stars and some of these other, it was a Bravo and some of these other shows. I don't know the people, man. Yeah, I think, well, I'll find out when I get it. But yeah, tonight I'm having C4. I'm blowing it up with some C4. This one's sour razilla. I've never watched the Kardashians. So that, and also a sour apple, electric sour apple. The newest drop from C4. Like I said, I'm trying to keep up with all the crazy stuff. Yeah, and like I said, there's shows and stuff. I don't know anything about them. I don't watch them. I'm not into all these reality shows and drama shows and people I've never heard of. Apparently, they're popular for these, um, I don't know, younger crowd shows. I tried watching that. I tried watching an episode or two. Really wasn't for me. Haven't really got much into anything. I've been watching Highlander, the series, and just a couple other things. Nothing really been hitting me. Yeah, I have in the past. We used to have a Thrifties. We used to have a Rite Aid that had a Thrifties ice cream counter. But I think my grocery store has the Thrifty ice cream in the thing. I remember way long time ago when I was a kid, you used to go to Thrifties and you'd go to the front and it was like I think it was a nickel a scoop, and then it was like I think a quarter a scoop. It wasn't really even a scoop. They had a gun and it made like a hockey puck thing on. They put it on the cone, and you can get a single. I think at one point it was a quarter per scoop, and you can get a triple for like 75 cents. But they do have, yeah, crispy. I used to like the rainbow sherbet, Rocky Road. They had bubble gum. Still, places still have Thrifty brand ice cream packed in a thing. But yeah, all our Rite Aids went out, so they don't serve the ice cream anymore. They used to at the beginning. I wanted to get it, but every time I'd go in there, there was no one ever up in front. So I was not able to get the Thrifty ice cream from the counter anyway. And like I said, a lot of weird stuff at the stores. I just my places have not get it, and some of them have eluded me. And I looked for them and could not find them. Yeah, we have a Cold Stone. I've been there. I haven't been there in a while, but used to like making the one that was basically like Chunky Monkey. I get banana ice cream and throw in some chocolate chips and like almonds. Make like my version of Chunky Monkey. Uh, yeah, they have different stuff. They had the Cold Stone Creamery. I haven't been there in years. We have a Baskin Robbins as well. I know they get some unique flavors from time to time. I don't remember what the one for this month is. I've tried some weird flavors from them before. Was I the chicken and waffles ice cream? And then I think one year for Halloween I tried it and it was a blood orange, the blood orange ice cream. And Yeah, they get some different ones. It's getting kind of expensive though. Baskin Robbins, quite expensive. Cold Stone is too. I think you get like a small, and it's like $5 or $6, and then you can get the larger sizes, and it runs up. We've also got a yogurt, frozen yogurt place, not too far from here. Yeah, chocolate malted crunch is pretty good. I think I like Rocky Road or banana split. That was another good one. Yeah, or the little Haagen Dazs things. I like the ones at Tillamook ice cream when they go on sale. But normally, if you get the Tillamook, which is really good, but that's like $8, $8 for a half gallon or whatever. It's ice cream's way expensive, especially the little Ben and Jerry's or the Haagen Dazs or one of the specialty Halo Top. I think is another one. I remember I tried to. I remember one year I was on a taste panel, and I was like, for a couple of months, I was taste testing ice creams. That was weird. Different flavors, and then we had taste vanilla to death. I kind of I got burnt out on the ice cream when I was doing all that testing. It was like 6 months of vanilla ice cream test. I'm telling you, all kinds of different vanilla bean, French vanilla, and ugh. After a while, it was like way too detailed, way too involved. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, basically, we got a place here, Safeway. It's the same company that has Vaughn's. Vaughn's is more Southern California, and this area is Safeway. But yeah, Safeway, Vaughn's, same basic company. But yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. No, we didn't have it in route. We never had anything here. I think A&P is more East Coast. We really didn't have some of those markets. We didn't have a Piggly Wiggly or a Winn Dixie or any of those. At least not here. I remember the old store we used to go to, Alpha Beta. They had that. Seen the old ads with Alan Hamill. Yeah, they were actually good in the day. Thrifty. I used to like when my mom would go to the store and she'd get like something at Thrifty. She'd go like get fabric or something, and then she'd give me a quarter and say, "Hey, go get yourself a scoop of ice cream." You can go up and get a ice cream cone um, for under $1. At one point, like I said, 5, 10, 15 cents per for 3 scoops. You can get it for 15 cents, but this was back what in 80s, 70s, and 80s. So um, many years ago. Now ice cream, a scoop of ice cream. I think at what did they say? Baskin Robbins like 5.50 for a scoop. And milkshakes are like outrageous. Yeah, it was a like a drugstore type of thing, thrifty market or thrifty drugstore. We used to have one called Thrifty, and then right across from that one was a place called TG and Y, which was another dime store type thing. And they always said that TG and Y stood for turtles, girdles, and yo-yos, because apparently you could buy anything at TG and Y. We do have an AM/PM. I don't go there too often. But apparently, maybe they do. I don't know. But this was back in the day when you can go to like the department stores and they basically had um, TG&Y had pets. You can buy turtles and hamsters and fish, um, all kinds of different things. Thrifty drugstore. Yep. I remember they used to have it, the Thrifties in the front, they used to have the tube tester where you could put the vacuum tubes and test it to see if it worked. And it seems like they had the stunt cycle um video game with the handlebars. And you used to do the stunt cycle to jump over the buses like Evil Knievel. Those were the main things that were out in front. Remember that? Along with the ice cream counter. But yeah, they used to be able to get back in the day fabric, automotive, all kinds of different things. Yeah, yeah. All the Rite Aids went under. They did have a thrifty ice cream counter at the begin in the front of Rite Aids, and then when they shut them all down, they closed it up. But you still can find thrifty ice cream in the grocery store, pre-packed. I saw it the other day. Kind of expensive though. It was like $5 or $6 for a carton. Not the Yeah, I did see some of them. The ones I mostly remember were Banana Split, um, Bubble Gum, and Rocky Road were like my favorites. But then they had like pecan and chocolate and strawberry and all that. But I remember Banana Split and Rainbow Sherbet kind of like were my favorites, I think. But like I said, that was years ago, many, many, many years ago. But yeah, you can find it in the markets now. But the drugstores basically no more. Once Rite Aid shut down, they pretty much did away with the ice cream counter. So, anyways, that's what that is. Yep, yep. Because we got Safeway and Albertsons are kind of combined, so that's what. And then we have a place up here called Nob Hill, which is like Rayleigh's. Rayleigh's and Nob Hill are kind of the same company. So I think they have it there too. And then we got the other one, Lucky's. Those are like my supermarkets around here. So yeah, you can check that out. Ah, yeah. They had a Hollywood. The GameStop. What was it? A couple other uh, video game stores, I think. What was that other one? Well, Blockbuster did video games too, so can't find that anymore. Everything has changed, man. They do not have anything. Never heard of that one. Maybe it was a local thing. Yeah, we had basically towards the end we had Hollywood and Blockbuster were the main ones. But when it first started out, they had like all the old mom and pop shops that were in town, and they were like locally owned ones. They weren't chain. I remember the first one we had was called Valley Video, and then we had one called Asparagus Video, and Sees Video, SEES. Classic Video, I think, was another one. These were all, like I said, local. They were local places. They weren't really chains. They were just, like mom and pop shop. And I remember the one I used to go to, they didn't even have a computer. What they had was a card catalog. And everybody had he had a box with your a card on it and your name on it, and he'd write the number of the whatever the movie was, and when you returned it, he'd cross it off the list. And that's how they kept track of their inventory. If you had a video out for rent and it wasn't crossed off, it was out. And back then they only had like one or two versions of each particular movie, not like Blockbuster and Hollywood where they had multiple ones. And I remember, yeah, you had to rewind it because that was back with VHS. If you didn't rewind it, it cost you 50 cents. Be kind, rewind. Then they started getting into a whole DVD and all that. But back in the day, it was different. I remember Blockbuster was they had different ones. One you can rent for one night. The new releases was only like one night, and then they had some that you could do like 3 nights. Different rental times. And I think some of the ones that, weren't new releases, you could rent them for like I think 5 days. But I remember, yeah, the new releases were basically just an overnight. Yeah, that's about what it was. I remember new releases were one night, and older ones were you could I don't know 3 to 4 days, 5 days, something like that. Yeah, until I remember that. And then they had a thing where they started doing the movie pass and something about you paid just a fee and then you could have certain amount out at one time. Uh, and as long as you returned it, you could only have like one or two movies out at a time. Oh yeah, they killed you on the late fees. I don't know. Did you ever forget a movie? Have it like in your car where it slid under the seat and you thought you returned it, and then you go back there and say, I got a copy of this. How much are the late fees? $67. What? $67 for late fees? Might as well buy the dang thing. Then they had a thing where they would cap it after a certain time. If you were like so many more than 20 days, I think, of late fees, you just basically had to pay for the movie. And back then, I think they charged home movies. If you bought them from them, they were like super expensive, like 50, $60. Even though for sale, they were like 19.99, I think. So, anyways, I don't know, man. Hang on a second, guys. I'll be right back. I have to step away for a minute. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, hang on, guys. Anyways, I'm back. All right, I'm back. Step away for a minute. I remember that. How long ago was all that? I think they ended up, they tore down my Hollywood video, put something else up. So, yeah. Forgot about that one. I think they ended up tearing it down. They put up a Papa John's instead. They're tearing down the Hollywood. At one point, I had my old Hollywood card, but I think I lost it somewhere. I don't have the Blockbuster anymore. Been a while since I did that. And if you ever remember if you guys were ever a member of Netflix, and you would send away for the DVDs, and they'd send them in the mail, and then you'd send them back. That was before all the streaming stuff. Well, I'd rather you not say anything nasty. Try to keep it clean. Yeah, we just do the online mail order. Huh. Wasn't it, no. No, it wasn't him. It was Al Bundy. The little engine that could. He tried to sneak it back. Miss Blaub. Didn't I return that book? Miss Blaub. Yeah. Don't Bundy that book. Great series, man. I love that. Every once in a while, to go back and watch some old. Especially after he put the sugar in her tank. He got her back, I'm telling you. So, yeah. Fun stuff. Yeah. So, I know, Brent, you weren't here earlier. I showed you guys some of the stuff that I actually got. The other night, you guys were asking about this. I did find this one. I don't know, just this was the energy drink I was telling you about, Trump Drive. Trump Drive energy. No Yoshinoya. And this has nothing to do with you know who. It's just the name they gave you. Like I said, they come up with some weird names and weird stuff, I'm telling you. And like I said, I found all that weird stuff over at Candy Funhouse. That's where I got all this weird stuff that I showed earlier. Christmas themed things, drinks, all the fun, weird stuff, I'm telling you, man. Mostly Christmas themed candy. Oh yeah, like I said, I got my so I got my C4. when I did the one the other day, Monster Wild Passion, that was a new one, and then the C4 Fruit Loops or Serial Killer is what they called it. I got all those, and then a whole bunch of other strange stuff. But I'm always finding strange new ones. Yeah, I've had a few Red Bulls, not a whole lot. I know they go like with a seasonal thing, but there's just so many energy drinks out there, man. I can't keep up with them. Every time you turn around, a new brand, a new flavor, a new release. And I see, like I said, I see them all the time online. And I have not heard much seasonal for, I think all we did the holiday vanilla, creamy vanilla Coke was out. No, they don't. No, not so much wings. I don't know. The Red Bull's okay. That's kind of the original though. Red Bull and Rockstar were kind of the two that started it. And they started getting into Monster and NOS and some of these other ones that have been around for a long time. But yeah, I think Red Bull was kind of the original one that kind of started it all. Because there for a while, it was energy drink was that same citrusy, metallic-y tasting flavor. They didn't really have any other flavors or any other blends. It was like if you've had the original Red Bull or original Rockstar, it's that citrusy, metallic-y energy drink flavor. Yeah, pretty much. And these ones are weird, I'm telling you. This has stuff in it I've never even heard of. I didn't know they had this blend, I'm telling you. Okay, this has got you ready for these ones? Caffeine plus tea cream and dynamine. They got dynamine. It's a triple threat. So yeah, dynamine and tea cream and 300 milligrams of caffeine in this sucker. That's what you're breathing fire if you drink this one. Yeah, this is a tri-stim experience. It says tri-stim experience. Yeah. That one's a special blend, I guess. I'm telling you, man, they got all kinds of weird stuff. And then, like I said, I get emails all the time, new releases and stuff. I give them a try. You never know what you find. So yeah, I guess. Well, this one says it says this doesn't whisper, it roars. So I guess this one's supposed to make you roar. I don't know, man. Berryzilla. Sour Blue Razilla. That's a kind of... Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll breathe fire out of my mouth. Hopefully later I won't be breathing fire out of something else. Yeah, that would not be good. Yeah, I don't know, man. No, nor I don't try not to drink too much energy drinks. Maybe one or two a week. Been trying to do more sodas, just regular caffeine-free sodas, juices, stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. Just trying to keep away from too much energy drinks because then Beavis shows up, and that's not good if Beavis shows up. Beavis gets going, man. You just want to had those what's it, Monster Nitros. It was Monster Nitros, and then that what was it? That Thailand Red Bull was super concentrated, man. That stuff. Woo! Don't go for the three times super concentrated Red Bull in the little bottle, man. Oh, that stuff. That hyped me up, man. I did that one not too. It was a Thailand Red Bull in the bottle, triple strength. I slammed that thing and just super concentrated. I think they have the Monster Cubed as well. That's like super concentrated, triple strength energy drink shot thing. I know they have like the 5 hour energy. I have. I think I still have one. Um, it's the jalapeno. Oh boy, what's the jalapeno one? I think I still have it. Rain. I think it's rain jalapeno. I did another one. It was oh boy. I'm trying to remember the one that was like it was an energy drink, but then it had like cayenne and jalapeno and some other ones. They were in the little cans. And then they had one that was boy, it was the one that, that I tried. That's actually pretty popular. It was the Burn MF Beyond Raw Burn MF. It was like habanero something. Yeah, Rain Inferno, and then they had the other hint. I still have the jalapeno one, and then they did the other one that was like a Thai chili, and then a habanero. I think I did like three of them, three different flavors that they had. Spicy, yeah. The pineapple habanero was that Burn MF, Beyond Raw Burn MF, and you know what that stands for. They were a little spicy. They had chilies and unique blends, and I cannot remember the other blend of them. Actually, I saw one and they added another flavor to it, but I was going to get it, but they wanted quite a bit for like a 4-pack, like $30. So I didn't want to pay that just to try one flavor. So I was almost not going to get those the other day when I got the Oreo cookies. So I ordered those at the beginning of the month, and they didn't come in until the other day. I was surprised they charged so much for shipping, man. That was ridiculous. 12 cookies, kind of not worth it on the Oreo cookies. I mean, yeah, I've tried the cocaine spicy, and I tried the cocaine. There was a couple other ones that I tried, cocaine version. There were a couple other spicy drinks. Of course, then they had the flaming hot one. Well, I had to pay, it was 20 bucks for the tin of cookies, and I think I paid $23 shipping, and then that was with a discount apparently. Um, Normally, the price on there they quoted for shipping would have been $47, and something they were running a special where they took like $25 off the shipping price. So the shipping was actually more than the cookies. So for that tin of 12 cookies, I paid like $46. Yeah, 47 bucks. And that was for 12 of the, I mean, they got the tin, but yeah, I was kind of shocked that they charged that much for shipping, because they were doing that when I was going to get some of those other ones. Yeah, well, I tried it. I tried it. If you guys watched the review, they were okay. The sweet cookies were all right. The turkey and gravy and the cream corn were horrible. And they were, but the other ones, the cranberry, the pumpkin pie, the sweet potato, and the caramel apple, those were okay. But yeah, they way overcharged for 12 cookies. I mean, come on. I mean, I know they came with the tin, the collector's tin, and all the fun stuff, but yeah, a little bit pricey for all that. It's the shipping that killed you. Because I wanted to get some of their new Oreos, and then you had to buy a 2-pack in it, and like the shipping was insane. It was like $4.50 for a $4.50 for a bag, and then it was like $9. It was $9 for two, but then they wanted like $26 shipping on 2 bags of cookies, and I'm like, I'm not paying $30. Well, $45 for two two boxes of cookies. Yeah, I have not been to the crumble cookie. There is one. I just am not really interested in them. I heard they're about $5 a cookie. They're big, but I'm just not in a hurry to try them. But yeah, they opened about a year ago, I think. But yeah, when if I could find the cookies in the store, I would. But like I said, that was an exclusive Thanksgiving thing, and then they sold out within a couple of days, I think. Because I ordered it back at the beginning of November, and they didn't ship it until the other day. Yeah, we got a couple of bakeries that do like breads and pastries. We have one called Sourdough Company. We got some local places, but I heard you have to go there real early in the morning because they sell out quick. So I'm not getting up just to go down and get a bread or donuts or something like that. So yeah, they do. Way overcharging on some of these things, insane amounts. I don't understand why the shipping is so much. I just didn't get it. Yeah, French baked bread, sourdough bread. Some of the grocery stores actually do that. You can go to the bakery section. I think the same it's the same price. They have the Oreo ID, and you can customize it. Yeah, I think it's about the same, and I think that's the shipping. I've been getting ads for it. You can put your picture on a cookie, or I don't know, customize saying. They also have the same thing. I remember seeing that about the M&Ms. You can get your customized M&Ms with a picture on it or phrases or sayings or something like that. But anything like that, though, you're gonna pay a little extra because they got to do the custom order. Nope, not here. No Lee sandwich. Well, like I said, some of these might be local or Southern California or different areas, but no, we don't no Lee's. Yeah, I don't know. I know they'll do the Christmas, the red cookies with like ornaments and from Oreo. That's standard with the red filling. No, haven't really seen too much though. There are a couple new releases that I've been seeing. I gotta look up for them, but like I said, I got a lot of stuff to try. Different versions. I was surprised at how quickly that box showed up. I ordered like 2 days ago. Something about it was gonna not get here till like Tuesday. It showed up today, so they got a good one. And hey, it came from Canada. Yeah. So I think that other company was liar to me. I got my stuff from Canada, eh? They shipped it in a day or two. The other one, man, sat there for like 2 weeks and then ended up sending it back. Okay, well, no, we don't have it here, so maybe in San Jose? I don't know. We only have a couple sandwich places. We got the Subway, Togo's, Mr. Pickles. I think there's a Vietnamese sandwich place, and that's really it. Well, we got the sourdough company. That's a newer one, but not really much sandwich. We don't have delis anymore. We used to have a lot more delis. I don't have those anymore. We used to have some good ones, I'm telling you, but yeah, they pretty much gone. We have a Jimmy John's. There's a Jersey Mike's in a couple towns over. Because I just did the Pickle Witches. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't recommend those Pickle Witches from Jimmy John's, and too expensive. $9 for a pickle with like little bits and pieces in it. But yeah, it is. But yeah, that's yeah, that's why I wish we had a really good deli, but we don't. We used to have a couple of different delis that you go and get your sandwich. Although we do not have Togo's has pastrami. They don't have corned beef. Occasionally you can get them from like the deli counter at the grocery store. I think you can get like a sandwich. I've got those before. They're not bad. Get the real deli meat. Get it custom made. Don't go there too often though. And like I said, I'll go to Togo's if I really want a sandwich. They have a healthy sandwich. I've had a couple of the sandwiches on here before. Pastrami's really good. Some of the other ones are pretty good. And then they got Subway if you really want to try it. Quiznos went away. They got another one. I want to try it. It's called Ike's Love and Sandwiches. Yeah, I have to go with the pastrami, I think. A good hot pastrami. Every once in a while, yeah. Depends on what you're in the mood. Yeah, that's what I got the I got the pillow too. So yeah, I've been busy. Yeah, we did have a place called Potbelly Deli, but that's been many moons ago. Now it's a place called Mr. Pickles. They had a giant pickle out in front waving a sign. Their mascot. I didn't care for their sandwiches. I tried them. They were all right. Didn't really care for them. One of those ones that gets real complicated. I don't like when they do all that stuff. They make like the different bread with herbs in the bread, and then like the spiced aioli, and then they have like a bread with rosemary and herbs, and then they have the peppered ham and all that. It's too complicated. I want just a plain sandwich. Plain white bread, plain dressing, and plain meat. None of these. Yeah, a good burrito, good taco, chimichanga. Got a couple good places. Like I said, I like to get the nacho fries from my one. Carne asada fries every once in a while is good. A decent burrito. We got a couple local ones that are pretty good here. Might have to check those out again. Yeah, I like meatballs okay. Actually, I think you can make your own. I've made my own before. You get like the frozen meatballs. You get a jar of sauce, and then you put it on a sub roll, a little bit of cheese on top. Works out pretty good. Make your own meatball sub. If you really wanted to, you can make your own. You roll your own meatballs, cook them, and go that route. But simple. Just get the frozen meatballs and a jar of tomato sauce or marinara. Roll. Yeah, we do not have a firehouse. We did a long time ago, but no, we don't have no more firehouse. They have a meatball at Togo's, and I think Subway still has meatball sandwich. They're okay. I don't know. I think you can make your own pretty much a little bit better. Yeah, once in a while, if I do go to Subway, I'll get like either the tuna or a meatball. I mean, you can't really screw those up. Some of the other meats are not that great. They're super paper thin. But yeah, the tuna and the meatball are not too bad. Yeah, Ike's Love and Sandwiches. They've got, I think they have one somewhere around here. I think they had some other. I know I was going to try in the one that they had, was out for Thanksgiving, and it was purple crunch bread. They had it out for Halloween time. Limited edition Phantom Crunch Bread, I think is what they were calling it, but I think that's gone now. It was just for Halloween time. I have not been to it, but I've heard about it. It's called Ike's Love and Sandwiches. I think they have one of those somewhere around here. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get some meatballs, some spaghetti sauce or tomato sauce or something, a little bit of some cheese, make my own subs. Or you could put pepperoni in it too. Or you could put the sausage, I guess. Make yourself a pizza sub. Pizza sauce, meatballs, pepperoni, cheese. Oh, the new crunch crust. I haven't tried that one yet. I almost did, but I got a little bit distracted because I went to Popeyes, and I went to Taco Bell. Tried those out. I wanted to hit them. I don't know. I'm not in a hurry to try the crunchy crust. It's nothing really different, just the crunch on the edge. But I was kind of disappointed in the 5 days at Freddy meal. It was all right, but that whole Subway or the whole yeah, and the whole Popeyes experience was not good. Because when I went there, when I went there to get the when I went there to get it, I sent my order in. I was going to go pick it up, and the drive-through apparently was closed because they are doing some work on the side, repainting it, and I guess re-landscaping it, so you couldn't go through the drive-through. Yeah, they don't have those here anymore. So I had to go inside and pick up my order, and I sent it online, and I had to wait like 15-20 minutes for them to get my order. Wasn't complicated, but yeah, I had to wait like 20 minutes for them just to make the 5 days at Freddy thing. So. Yeah, I was a little disappointed with that. And they didn't even give me a Freddy's cup. They gave me a basketball cup or whatever. I don't know. My Popeyes tends to be hit or miss with their items. Oh well. I tried it. It was all right. Nothing to write home about. And then, like I said, I tried the... well, you're not missing a whole lot. I don't know if you're into chicken, you got them okay. Then I went to Taco Bell, tried the new poblano quesadilla. Apparently they have that other menu item, but not at my Taco Bell yet. The fan favorite menu. I guess it hasn't hit my Taco Bell yet. They've got 3 new items, but it's not at mine. I think other places I've been seeing people doing the new fan favorite menu. Maybe it'll hit in a couple days. I don't know. My Taco Bell's kind of iffy. So yeah, I've been checking some of the other ones out. Like I said yesterday. I guess it's just maybe a local one. Bob's Big Boy closed long time ago. You know, the funny part was we had a Bob's Big Boy about 15 years ago, and then it closed up and it turned into a Hooters And then Hooters closed. I don't even know what it is now. So it went from Bob's Big Boy to Hooters. Yeah, it was Hooters for a while. And they closed that one down. Kind of funny though. I don't know. I'm not sure. Pork Bowl? Well, first it was Bob, and it was the Hooters Big Boys. I don't know. Major Hooters. That's what they should have called it. Bob's Big Boy to Major Hooters. Like Al. Whoop, Major Hooters. That would be funny. But yeah, they went out of business several years ago. So no more no more Bob's Big Boys, no more Hooters. Oh well, not missing a whole lot. Like I said, we have a couple local places, but not the same. Like I said, I think a lot of those places are in bigger cities. I'm in a smaller city, and they don't have a lot of the chain ones here, and some of them are like in regional. So we don't have the stuff that's regional in the smaller areas. Maybe in the bigger cities they might have some of these other chains and stuff, but we don't have them here. I'm trying to think, I've been hearing some things about opening up. I think someone said they're opening up Phil's drive-through coffee place. Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets. Yep. Yeah, but it's not at my Taco Bell yet. I don't know if it's a test market thing or uh, it hasn't hit nationwide release. Some people have it. We do not. Maybe it's going to release on another date. Yeah, I guess you could. No. No sushi. Do not care for it. I've tried it. I do not care for it. I'm not really a fish person. I once in a while I'll have like a fish and chips or maybe like a fillet of fish, but not too often. And I'm really into not really into the sushi or sashimi or any of that. Just not really my thing. And I have tried them. I just don't really care for them. Guess it's an acquired taste, and some people like it. Some people, that's their go-to thing. I just not for me. I've had the California rolls. I've had other ones. True. They had crab, and then they have veggie. What it is? Avocado rolls, eggs. They have some other ones, and then they even had deep fried ones, so it wasn't really raw. But yeah, I'm not a real big fish person. Don't really care for salmon or trout or any of that. Real fish. But I like lobster and crab and shrimp and that kind of thing. Shellfish, not bad. But yeah, well, once in a while, um, if I have fish and chips or anything like that. Clams are okay. No, there is some sushi that is not fish. No, I don't care for oyster. Or mussels, really. but I have seen uh, veggie sushi where they had eel. I've seen that. What else? But yeah, I've seen eggs. I've seen yeah, it's just seaweed and rice. It just depends on what's in the middle. Typically, raw fish is sushi, but there are some versions that are not fish. I've seen veggie rolls. I've seen eggs, different versions of it. But yeah, basically seaweed rice with different fillings. But 90%, yes, are raw fish of some kind. But it's not really for me. So I don't usually I've not fond of sushi. Yep, avocado, cucumber, sweet potatoes. Um, yeah, some of them are just rice and seaweeds with nothing. I've seen that too. So yeah, not anything I really get on a regular basis. So I guess that's something certain people like. I know they're real big in Japan. Sushi seems to be like a common thing over there, but not for me. I don't know. But like I said, every once in a while, like lobster, crab, shrimp. I've even had scallops; those are okay. Mm. Orange chicken's pretty good. Or what's the other one? Lemon chicken, kung pao, broccoli beef. Don't care for the mussels too much. But yeah, every once in a while, I'll have some Chinese food or sometimes Italian, Mexican. Been trying to mix it up lately, though. I had the Indian food the other day. That was actually really good. Yeah, kung pao. Or if you really want to get back into that one, um, what was the one? Oh boy, they call me Bruce, and the sequel, they still call me Bruce. Look that one up. They call me Bruce. I like to eat sushi every day. Susie's my girlfriend. Sushi very good for you. Yeah, it was a classic. They call me Bruce. Johnny Yoon? Right? God. How long ago was that? Yep. About it. I remember watching that one. That was a total rip. And they were like, they did a spoof on the light beer and the bull charging through the window. You bring a me light beer? And then the guy with the interchangeable hand. It was kind of like a spoof on Enter the Dragon. He threw the water on it. I'm melting, I'm melting. Classic one. That was along the line. They call me Bruce, and then they had one in Kentucky Fried Movie. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, that was basically his big thing. Those two movies, and then he kind of didn't really do much after that. I still like to watch those every once in a while. They call me Bruce, and yeah, Kentucky Fried Movie was the Onion. They did the Onion movie too, but it wasn't as good. But yeah, the old spoof comedies. And they did a whole bunch of superhero movie, epic movie, scary movies. That was classic back in the day. But I remember watching the old classic movies that were funny. They don't really, they're kind of outdated now, I guess. The jokes, most people wouldn't get the jokes because they were back commercials and stuff back in the 70s. That was funny. 70s and 80s. Not quite the same. Although some of them are still kind of funny, like the original Airplane and Airplane 2. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I was looking that up the one day and I saw, yeah, he had recently passed, so like I said, I think those were basically the movies that he did. I think he did like stand up too. But yeah, really didn't do much after those movies. The kind of cult midnight movie classics. I think they used to have that on either Up All Night or Billy Bob Thornton's Drive-In Theater. Remember that? Hi, I'm Billy Bob. This is Drive-In Theater. He had a cowboy hat, and he'd play those late night classics and all that stuff. Rhonda Shear, Up All Night, Gilbert Godfrey, Up All Night. Those were the kind of movies that they would do the late night cable cable access shows and stuff like that. I remember. All those crazy movies that they used to have. I remember watching the Up All Night, Rhonda Shear. Really? Yeah, you know what? I tried to get that was the one I had on order for a long time. And I'm mad. Suncoast ripped me off. Cuz I remember when they had the Suncoast Motion Picture Company, the mall, and I went in there and I ordered a copy of They Call Me Bruce, and they put it on back order. I gave them $5 to hold it, and they never called me. And they never got it in, and they kept my $5. Then they went under. So, Suncoast, you owe me $5. Yeah, but Suncoast went under many, many, many years ago. So I originally ordered, I think it was a VHS. I was like, put $5 to deposit, and they were supposed to call me when it came in, and they never called. Yeah, and they screwed me. I'm so screwed. I should have taken them to court. I don't know, but yeah, the Suncoast went under many years ago. I remember going to the mall. Yeah, they had movie posters and VHS and all that memorabilia and stuff like that, disc sets and all that. Back in the day when you could order the stuff, movie posters and all that. I really haven't had soft shell crab. I don't know. Guess I'm not that adventuresome. I don't eat the shrimp with the heads on it or the shells. Some people do. Not for me though. So let's see what else. No, never had interest in escargot. Never had interest in caviar or any of that strange items. I almost was gonna try the octopus, but nah, not sure that I did. I've actually tried the octopus ball snacks, but I haven't tried the the fried octopus balls and the teppanyaki in the restaurants. I don't know if I'm that brave. No squid. Don't think I do not care for that. I've heard it's chewy. Never really had any desire to try that. No octopus, no squid. Yeah, not too much into that. I know some people love it. They think it's great. Don't really care for it. No calamari. So I'll pass. If you guys want to be adventuresome, you can do them. You can try them. I know some people love them. Not for me. Oh well. I have tried some strange items though. Yeah, that actually worked out this last the last couple things. I didn't even have to when I went to yesterday the food testing, I didn't really have to do anything, which was cool. They over recruited. So didn't have to do anything on that one. Nah, never really got into the catfish. Too tough. And I haven't tried exotic stuff like alligator or some of those other rattlesnake or anything like that. Hello. Yeah, I can't get into that. The exotic I think I tried bison one time. It was okay. Yeah, you can't get it. I don't know if I haven't tried boar or venison or anything like that. Not really too much places that have that um exotic meats or anything. I did try the Mystic Meats, and they had some of those meat snacks, and some of them, I think one of them was like had some weird ingredients in that one, but they were a blend of things. But I haven't really tried like um rattlesnake or kangaroo or any of those weird hot dogs or anything like that. And I haven't tried elk, and I haven't tried venison or uh, anything like that. Um, they are. I don't know. Ziggy was sleeping. And they were playing in the box the other day, I'm telling you, man. They've been having a ball in the box. Got a couple of boxes, a couple pictures of them, and they were totally into the boxes. I don't know why. They love to play in the box. Then they're done with it. And then it's like, okay, we're done. No more boxes for us. So, but yeah, they've been doing pretty good. And whale. I've heard whale, horse. Yeah, they're exotic meats and whatnot. I can't get into that. Bear. That's the other one I heard. A bear. No. Don't think I could go for that. No bear, no strange, no rhinoceros or any wild. Yeah, no whale, no horse, no any of those exotic kangaroo, ostrich. I think they had that one place, Fuddruckers, used to have ostrich and bison, and I think they even had some of those other things. I never tried them. Kind of wanted to try the ostrich burger. I don't know. That might have been a little strange. No possum stew. No rutabagas. No gopher gravy. No, no sow belly, fat back, chitlins, none of that. Granny doesn't do my cooking. No fancy victuals for me. And I don't even have a fancy eating table. I don't go out by the cement pond. Yeah. I wanted to try the champagne and ripple, but they don't make ripple anymore, man. I can't find that stuff. I looked, man. I looked for all the cheap booze. They don't have it anywhere here. No Thunderbird, no Night Train. They don't make Ripple anymore. No Mad Dog 2020. None of that that kind of stuff. Maybe I'm not in the right area. I looked, can't find them. I think they might have Colt 45 or King Cobra or something like that, the malt liquor, but that's about it. King Cobra malt liquor, Old English. No, they don't have that. I can't find Boone's Farm. No strawberry, no Boone's Farm strawberry, no Thunderbird Night Train. Was it Old English Rose? I think was another cheapo one. Can't find them anywhere around here. I've looked. So I don't know. Maybe it's more in uh, the other cities, I guess. But yeah, they don't really have that here. Can't find it. Tried to look. I don't know anywhere. Anywhere they had it. Those are pretty much from the past. All the old cheapo stuff that you drink out of a paper bag. But like, yeah, they still have the malt liquor, Colt 45, King Cobra, Old English. I think they still have those big malt liquor bottles. I don't know that I would care for those at all. I'm not a beer person, so they did smell pretty nasty though. I've smelled the old malt liquor. Don't care for it. Not really a liquor person. Yeah, I remember that. But like I said, I think those are pretty much in the past. They don't really do those anymore. I don't know, they just kind of a thing of the past, and I think they kind of got away from that. They don't want to get into the, you know, that kind of thing. They don't like to attract that attention. Yeah, maybe the bigger cities might have it. San Francisco, uh, Oakland, they might have them, but I don't think I want to go to the areas where they have them. Be a little bit scared to go to a liquor store in Oakland, man. Get jacked. I don't know, man. Not really fun to be in the ghetto. I did that. Unfortunately, I did that a while back. I had to go to jury duty, and I had to go to the court in Oakland. And I took the subway to the courthouse, and I had to walk the street up to the courthouse, and I had to walk the streets of Oakland, man. That was pretty scary. Seeing all the seeing all the people. And then I remember walking down the street and seeing the Burger King with an armed guard at the bathroom, I guess because there was stuff going on. And the CVS had the chocolate under lock and key. If you wanted a chocolate bar, you had to call the attendant and have them unlock the chocolate. And it wasn't just a fine chocolate; it was Hershey bars and M&Ms and stuff were locked up because I guess they had shoplifting problems. So anything you wanted in the store, you had to call for assistance. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I saw the shopping carts and the, the people hanging out, like I said, the armed guard at the Burger King. What was the other one? Yeah, the the chocolate was all locked down. Um, yeah, it was not a very good area to walk through. I was actually a little bit nervous just walking through the area because I had to go from the subway station up to the courthouse. It was a couple of blocks, and I was just nervous just walking to that courthouse. I did not get into it. It's not a fun place to even visit because you got all the people in the streets, and it's not a good place to hang out. Very rough area. Yeah, and I remember I remember a long time ago, me and my friends were going to one of the wrestling shows at the Cow Palace in San Francisco. We had to drive to San Francisco, and as we got to the through the streets and we got closer to this Cow Palace, we started going through going through the neighborhoods, and all the places had bars on the windows, and we had to go through the streets, and the traffic was backing up, and I told my friend, all right, roll up the windows, lock the doors. We got people out on the street walking. All right, see you, Larry. They were walking up close. They wanted to scalp tickets, and they wanted to, come and mess with you in the car. And I'm like, let's just get out of here, get out of this neighborhood, man. It was not a good area. You got all the, people hanging out on the side, the bars up on the windows, and the dead cars and all that. Yeah, kind of like that. They steal your hubcaps while you're driving. Yeah, it was not the best area to be driving through. So yeah, not a fun place to be. So that's why I don't go to Oakland or San Francisco or the city anymore. A little scary. So stay away from that area. But, some people are more at home there. And that's okay, but not really for me. So let's see what else. Yeah, the fun stuff. All right, what time is it? Only 10:30. Okay. Trying to keep an eye on the time and see what's going on. Um, so I know some people were asking, when's the next What's for Dinner? You'll find out in a little bit. Got a What's for Dinner video coming up. Yeah. Old Chevy Chase. From what was I watching the other day? Old movie. Some of the other old comedies. So let's see. Other than that, I put up a new poll. You can check that one out. What's your favorite drink for Thanksgiving time? You can kind of see where I'm going Thanksgiving wise. Let's see what else. That's about it. I will have more as time comes up. Still got to work on a bunch of different things. And a lot of different stuff. Like I said, I got that big box of things to try out. I will get to those as well. A lot of different things to try out. I did try a bunch of stuff that just recently came up. I'll have to work on those as well. Yeah, a little bit. You never know what's going to happen. It just depends on what you guys are feeling, what's going on. Don't really have anything scripted. Just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Kind of just see what's going on. Let's see. Other than that, yeah, it's just been fairly quiet. We did get a little bit of rain. I think we're taking a break for a couple of days. Still been a little bit cold. And I think Tazzy Tazzy was being crazy the other night. See, I think he's still there. He's on the chair under the table. Because all of a sudden I see this hand reach up. He's on the chair on the other side of the table, sleeping on the chair. Hey. Yeah, Tezzy, I think he's sleeping, but every once in a while he'd reach up and he's rolling around on the chair. I don't know why. He's just being weird, I'm telling you. Who knows? But other than that, like I said, just a pretty quiet night tonight. Nice. I had a little bit of chicken. Didn't have my didn't have the gummy chicken yet. And then I still, like I said, got a couple of other things left over from the other day. They tolerate each other. No, never got into dogs. Mostly cats. No, they're okay. They're it's like a love-hate relationship. They're together for a little bit when I think when they get cold, and then someone doesn't like to be there, and then they go off on their different directions. And when they want food, though, they let you know. Yeah, but for the most part, Tazzy likes to sleep on his bag or the chair. And Ziggy's usually off doing something. And Ziggy always picks on Tazzy, and then he gets in a fight, and then he starts crying, and fight's over. Ziggy almost always loses because he bugs Tazzy, and Tazzy doesn't like to be bugged. So just you know, they tolerate each other, I guess. Yeah, this he Ziggy's always talking smack, crying and yelling and screaming. Tazzy is a little more subtle though. He'll tap you. When he wants food, he'll come and he'll tap on you. Weird. Okay, yeah. Apparently they have a new Lay's flavor. I gotta look for it. Just apparently dropped salted caramel. I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, there's still a lot of wacky things I gotta try. Like I said, I've been finding a lot of weird stuff online. I think I have Lay's stacks. Now, like I said, they tolerate each other. Yeah, they'll be together for a minute, but then they want to be separate and want to be left alone. So they pretty much keep to themselves. Every once in a while, they'll hang out for a little while, and then whatever. And it's been cold here the last couple days, so yeah, they're pretty much independent. Although Tazzy's like very territorial, he likes his bag. He sits on his bag in there, and if Ziggy comes and messes with him, he doesn't let him come near him on the bag. That's his territory, and he's defending it. Can't get near him. Yeah, we're like in the 50s. It rained the couple days ago, but no rain today. But it's very overcast and cold. So, and I think, yeah, he's the king, king of the castle. Yeah, Lay's stacks. And they got a couple other ones as well. Pringles. I think there were some other ones I think I tried. I don't remember the other ones. Yeah, it's pretty much he's the king. He lets you know. Yeah, they've been pretty good though. Not too bad. So let's see what else. That's about it for this week. Tuesday, I'll be back on Tuesday. I'll hopefully have some other stuff as well. I got a lot of stuff to work on. I got to get this stuff edited. It's been taking me a little bit longer. And they're okay, but they do make a mess. And fortunately, I didn't have to do my I did not have to do my cat litter evaluation, which was actually pretty good. I was supposed to go there to do this cat litter evaluation. I was supposed to have to scoop it and try it out and discuss it and all that, but something happened where they over recruited and they just had me fill out a survey and then told me I could go, and and I got paid the full amount, and I didn't have to do anything because they screwed up and they over recruited, and I guess they just randomly picked 3 people and said, okay, you guys just take a survey and you can go. Everybody else had to do the scooping and the evaluation and fill out the evaluations and all that. So that one's pretty good. And then the other one I tried was the pain relief, and it was just a one shot deal, and that was it. So it worked out pretty good. I don't have to do any testing for a little while. But other than that, yeah, I still got a lot of stuff to evaluate. We're going to be coming up into Thanksgiving soon, so trying to get into a little bit of Thanksgiving stuff, and we're also going to get in towards Christmas themes. So I've got a bunch of that. I have tested what was a medication. It was something about eye. It was eye tablets for better vision or something. I had to try that for like 7 days. I did try one hair was shampoo hair dye thing. It was like a mousse that colored your hair. I had to try that for like a week. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the names. So today, for some reason, they're going by the actual name and not your like screen name. I don't know. It's got to be something with YouTube's tripping. It depends. If you have a company in your area that does surveys, go online, look it up. Um, I'm lucky enough that they have a couple near me. So, like I said, every once in a while I qualify for a survey. It just depends on where you're at. If there is a local company where you're at. Some these companies are in a couple different states. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Why they switched over to your screen email name. I don't know what's going on with that. YouTube's always tripping, tripping balls. um, I don't know if they have a one in there or not. I just know that they're in my local area, so every once in a while I qualify for them, and that's okay. Gives me something to do. I get to try some strange stuff sometimes. Yeah, look it up for survey companies or testing, online testing or other stuff like that. They actually had one. Someone was saying that they did have an alcohol test where you tested it and then but you had to sit for half an hour because you couldn't drive. I guess it was tasting the beer, but I did not qualify for that one. Guess I didn't answer it right, or I wasn't in the right demographics or something. I'm not sure. They got a lot of different stuff though. Yeah, it's true. The best ones are the ones that you just could do at home. Sometimes they do that to take home things. Or sometimes you can do like teleconferencing. I know they have that. Kids cereal, mother approved. Yeah. A little bit different. So, how that's about it for now. Yeah, I did see that. They were doing tests. Taco Bell has like a test cities and test kitchens. Seen that. Guess if you're in the right area, they have that where they test market. They test market stuff. I don't know where they decide that. I know they have some that are test kitchens. But definitely, if you could get into that, that'd be good. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Years ago, they used to have a thing when you went to a mall. They had a testing facility. I remember you'd be walking in the mall and they come up to you with a clipboard and they say, "Would you like to come try something?" Sometimes they would have you test something, and it was like a thing. Usually, in a mall, they had like a area. This was many many years ago, though. You can come do a survey. Most of the time, I don't think you just tested it. They just got the data. They didn't give you anything. Kind of remember that when you used to be shopping in the mall and they want you to come in and test something out. I think they had certain quotas. Hi, Ziggy. Hi, Zig. Ziggy's here. Ah, okay. Yep. Yep. Taco Bell test facility. Yeah. That'd be a good gig if you could get it. Ah, okay. Yeah. Gotta keep it charged. Yeah, he's getting something to eat. He's been pretty good. Just what do you want? Yeah, that's usually what I give them. I look it up online. If they have test marketing, I guess, or testing facilities in your area, or surveys, online surveys sometimes. What are you crying for? He's talking again.
Just a minute.
Yeah. Was it I want chicken, I want tuna. Meow 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 mix. Remember those commercials all the time. Meow. They don't have that much anymore. It's not as popular as it once was. Remember they had Meow Mix, 9 Lives, and I'm trying to remember some of them. I want chicken, I want tuna. It's from Austin Powers. I want chicken, I want tuna. Okay, there he goes. He's getting his stuff over there. You having fun, Zig? Ziggy's having fun. He likes to let you know that he wants his food and he wants it meow. I want liver. Meow mix, please deliver. Yep, that's it. That's the classic scene. Dr. Evil. $1 billion. Mr. Bigglesworth is cross. I'm gonna have to go back and watch those. I think I'll have to. I think I like the second one the best for some reason. The third one was okay. The first one was kind of eh. I think I liked Heather Graham better. Maybe that's why. Yeah, I didn't care for Beyonce. I mean, I did like the gold member though. The gold. Yeah, well, they had the other girl. It was Elizabeth Hurley. She blew up. She was a fembot. Send in the fembots. She blew up. And then Heather Graham was in that, and then they just went into the third movie. I haven't watched wrestling much at all. Like I just kind of gave up on it. I saw him live. Saw Goldberg live. And he won the champion when I went to see it. Remember that? He had the Goldberg chants. Goldberg, Goldberg, Goldberg. Did you ever watch God, what was it called? Oh boy. The show he hosted with the knives. It's like Knife Fight or something like that, I think it was called. Where he had the custom knives and all the people competed in the thing. I think it was on History Channel. They had to run like the obstacle course, and they had to use their knives, and they had to go through all the thing and chop through ice and chop things, and then get to the end. No, it wasn't Fortune Fire. It was another one. Knife or Death, I think it was called. Why? I don't remember. No, the Fortune Fire was where they make the knives. But he hosted it was like a game show. It was called Knife or Death, I think. And the people would come in and compete, and they had to do the obstacle course. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's it. I remember seeing that. Goldberg was the host. Knife or Death. That was kind of cool. I like Forged in Fire. I watch that every once in a while. It's kind of cool. And then they had one called Really, Really Big Knives or Big Effin' Knives or something like that, where the guys would design these oversized knives, and he would test it out. He custom build them for people. Yeah, I like Fortune Fire. That was kind of cool. But yeah, I remember seeing the Knife or Death thing to run the obstacle course and chop through ice and chop through all that stuff. And then the one guy, Doug Marcaida, it will kill. That was a cool show. I watch it every once in a while. Very sharp. This will kill. Great Great show. I mean, it's over the top. It's cool. Yeah, Forged in Fire and Knife or Death. That was the other one. I forgot about those. Used to be into those. Really? I used to watch it back in the day. Was it Fear Factor? Then was Dog Eat Dog. Um, yeah, Fear Factor, Dog Eat Dog. I think there might have been some other ones too. Were like those competition. And they had the one with the Rock. Remember that? They even had one with Dolph Lundgren. I remember that. They were those reality competition shows. They're strange. Used to kind of get into those. Yeah, all the silly competition things. I know Fear Factor was like the big one where they make them eat gross stuff and do things. Not too much into those anymore. Then they also had the ones with the blind date and the um, what was it, third wheel and celebrity dates. I'm a big Survivor fan. I've been watching the Survivor, so that's me. I like it. It's kind of interesting. I couldn't get into Big Brother or was it The Bachelor or was it those other ones? Nah, Wife Swap and what the other dating. Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire? What was the other one? Then they had the stupid ones, studs. Love Connection. Can't get into that. Couldn't get into The Amazing Race. What was it? Then there were a couple other ones too. Hard as Nails. Remember Studs? They do the date and they give them a stick a heart on their pants or something like that. Celebrity Date, Blind Date, Third Wheel, all that crazy. Yeah, they're about halfway through now, so it's getting towards the end. Apparently, they're going to do Survivor 50 in February. So it's been on 25 years, believe it or not. It's been on for 25 years. They're going to be in their 50th season in February. And I think it's going to be like the All-Star thing. The returning contestants and all that, I guess, like a thing. But yeah, 25, they started in 2000. So it's been 25 years and going strong. Yeah, kinda. Star Search. Oi, yeah. It's me, Crocodile. It's me, Crocodile Dundee hat. Oi. That's right. Gonna poke it with a stick. It's me, Crocodile. Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. Drew Hogan. Or Paul Drugan. I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah, Crocodile Drew D. Crocodile Drew D. I don't know, man. Yeah. No, but I have to go back and watch some old classics. Something like that. But like I said, I got a lot of stuff to go through. Nah, no. No Paul Hogan, no none of that stuff. Yeah. Oh well. So let's see. Other than that, yeah, stay tuned for all the fun stuff. I need to really start editing some stuff. I've been trying to keep updated. I've been busy lately with running around doing the testing, getting everything edited, just getting everything sorted. Not enough time for everything. But I will get to them eventually. I've been trying to keep up with all the new items that are out, new releases hitting. Been looking for stuff. Some of them I found, some of them I have not. But I will find them and put the reviews up soon. So tonight you'll be having a what's for dinner video. So that one, and then if I get to some of this other stuff, I've got to work on a few ones. Snickerdoodle, that's about the only thing. The Snickerdoodle Frosties was the last thing that they really put out. Nothing new from them. I know that McDonald's is going to be doing the Grinch fries. That's coming up in about a week. Yeah, and everybody else, put a lot of this stuff out. I've been trying to keep up with some of the newer items. Like I said, I tried the Taco Bell. I did the 5 days at Freddy's and Popeyes, and yeah. And like I said, McDonald's holiday pies are not at my location, so can't do that. But McRib is back. Maybe next week I'll do, maybe I'll get a McRib. I don't know. But definitely lots of stuff out there to check out. Lots of different things. So I think, yeah, it's been a long night. I've been on a long time tonight. And I think it's I don't know. I think it is. And I think the buffalo ranch sauce is still available. I didn't bother with the buffalo ranch dip. I didn't want to make a whole video just for that. But other than that, yeah, they should bring a lot of stuff back, but they probably won't. Like I said, the next thing is going to be the Grinch. I think I had some. I might have a container or two. I don't remember if I had them all. Oh, Ziggy's back. The Bell Beefer or Choco Taco. That's another thing they should bring back. But anyways, yeah, I don't know why they didn't get my that special menu here. They only had the poblano pepper. They haven't done the other ones. I think it may be coming out in a couple days. The fan favorite menu. Some places got it, but we don't have it here, so I don't know. Keep an eye out for when they're going to release them. I don't know. You know what? I got to find it somewhere. I still have it somewhere. When they did a couple years ago, they did the Big Mac coins. Remember those? Where they had the collector's Big Mac coins, and it was like the different decades. It was like the 70s, the 80s, the 2000s, I think. And it was good for one free Big Mac. Anytime. It was no expiration date. I still have that coin somewhere. The McDonald's Big Mac collector coin. What? 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 What are you talking for? Yeah, I think I have a video out there somewhere. I might have posted it. I don't remember. Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. They had the special, it was the 50th anniversary of the Big Mac. What? What? What do you want? What, Diggy? What? You got your food? Why are you talking to me? You want pets? Come here. Sorry, he's wanting attention. Yes, he does. Come here. He wants attention tonight. He's licking his lips. He got his food already. What? I'm busy. Come here. Come on, Zig. I don't know. He's being a needy cat tonight. I have to give him some pets and stuff once I get straightened out here. So, I think that's it for tonight. I've been almost 3 hours now. It's a long time. So, stay tuned for all the fun stuff. Be on the lookout for unique and different items. And I think I'll have to wrap it up, and I will be back on Tuesday. We'll have another live. Meantime, there'll be lots of stuff for you guys to check out. So I hope you guys have a good weekend, and stay warm, and find something good to do. Everybody have a great weekend. I will see you on Tuesday night for the next live. All right, guys, have a good one. I'll catch you later.